Is this episode 42?
Yeah. And it's like a Justen sandwich. You know, like if we take what's wrong with your name, what's wrong with my name, we get the regular Justen.
The right name.
Yeah. So.
That's really funny.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm embarrassed.
Oh my god, it was the funniest article I've ever read in my entire life.
I watched a couple of compilation videos on YouTube. I've got it all figured out.
You're listening to the No Big Banana Podcast.
Welcome back to the No Big Banana Podcast. My name is Charles.
My name is 90 Day Fiance.
And I'm Justin.
And Justin is with us.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hello.
Justin is a very old friend of mine, and he
Hi,
is
Justin.
Hello.
he is the director and co-creator and co-owner of Man Shorts.
Intro here for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why
You should really put that up on the channel, just like a 10-hour clip, like one of those 10-hour montages of just the intro, just like those shorts going back up over and over and over.
people would probably watch it.
Oh yeah, dude. I watch this before I go to bed.
Yeah, I listen to this when I study.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? How are you?
Lo-fi Man Shorts to study / relax too.
Good, man. Just bored. Quarantine stuff. Working, doing trash, making videos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Word. That's the way to do it.
What games are you playing?
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, Warzone.
I can't stop.
I can't stop playing Persona 5 because I'm a weeb.
It's okay.
Is that
Warzone is okay.
Persona's? I think somebody was telling me about it, where like you're just a kid or something.
Yeah, it is. You are a high schooler who has a bunch of friends, and it's like Pokemon, Final Fantasy, dating simulator, life simulator, mini games, all in one.
Oh dang.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just have like the first-person shooters. I can't. That's like
Yeah.
the only thing that holds my attention, I guess. I can't even play Oblivion unless I'm forced to, because we are streaming.
Forced to.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have fun with Flim
He had a
Flam.
longsword to my head. Yeah, that's true. Flim Flam was great.
I was thinking about that today. Oh, I was thinking about that. I had.
You were thinking about Flim Flam?
Here's a thought. If you had a song that could describe your life, what would it be?
Eiffel 65, I'm blue.
Oh, hell yeah.
No way.
Yabbity yabba die.
What about
Y'all
you?
listen up. This is the story. That like one that I would want is like my theme song, or one that like accurately represents my life.
I mean, is there a difference?
Yeah, one I want. The other one is kind of like forced upon you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want what represents you the most? That's what.
It'd probably be like some Raffy shit, like the kids' songs, like ring, 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 banana phone, just on loop. You know?
I know what mine would be.
Kesha.
No. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I was gonna say
Gotten to know you pretty well.
I was gonna say yakety sax.
Don't talk back, son.
No, the Benny Hill song. Like that would totally be my
Like carrying a
life.
fucking casket through the graveyard. Yeah.
No, that's not gonna be like at my funeral. Well, now it is.
Of course, yeah.
Drop the can.
Oh, dude, wouldn't that be the most fun? I
Yeah.
want
You know
people
it'd be-
to have fun at my funeral.
Oh, dude, I want like Three Doors Down Superman to play as they like launch me out of my casket. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
I want there to be like a
can be
juggler
your
and
Superman.
stuff. I'm gonna put that stuff in my will,
oh, hell yeah, man.
like mandatory fun.
There's some weird things that people put in their wills. Like the guy that invented Pringles, like wanted to be cremated and then put into a can of Pringles.
Whoa.
He just invented the can. It's not like the guy invented Pringles, but he invented the concept of like a cylindrical tube to store chips.
Why do they need that, though? Like, what's wrong with the bag?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what's wrong with the bag.
No, the bag's a better carrying system for chips than a fucking tube
Yeah,
that
because
you
you can't
can't fit
get your
your
fucking
hand.
hand. Yeah.
Well, here's the problem with the bag.
You almost
is
need to
that-
have children so you can just get them to like feed you the Pringles.
Or they should do
at
the push
bottom.
pop thing. Remember
Oh
those?
yeah,
Just do that
like
on
the
bottom?
Flintstones.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't they do that? Like
I
just
don't
like
know.
you could just kind of like roll up the can.
Or if it's got like a little spiral in there and like the bottom of it you could turn and it just like
fuck
pushes
yeah.
it up.
It's like
an elevator,
deodorant.
like a
It's
chip
like
elevator.
deodorant.
Oh,
Yeah, they already
But for
have the
Pringles.
devices that they
Yeah.
could use.
That's very weird that they don't do that.
Yeah.
They're just like, to hell with it.
Call us up, Pringles.
Just deal with it. That so many corporations are like that though. They're just like so big that they can just afford to be like, we don't
Oh,
care.
you like having like a headphone jack?
Yeah.
Do you like having? An
Oh,
Apple
dude,
product?
Apple's the perfect example of that. Like, all right, fuck you. You get one button. Yeah, you don't even get that.
Yeah,
You know what? On the mouse, it's just gonna be touch. You're just gonna touch the mouse.
Yeah.
I remember having like those big ass like Mac 2s Or like when they had like the iMac with like the handle in it, like the GameCube. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
no
yeah.
one's carrying it like that.
Yeah.
Stop fucking pretending.
They keep like going. I don't know. They just like don't make their products like they should. Like the Mac Pro, people are just going away from it now because PC's just like fucking launching past it. Because
Yeah.
all the capabilities.
Just get one of those like things where you can like run the operating system on it,
Yeah.
and boom,
Yeah.
you've got a better option.
I have a feel like that's kind of though how capitalism goes. Like somebody does something, and then over time, a bunch of other people see it, improve upon it, and then they do the better thing.
I have a pimple in my ear, and it's driving me nuts.
Whoa, maybe we should talk about brand deals. Gee whiz.
Do you get them on the inside of your nose?
Occasionally,
Yeah, that's the worst.
I
have
don't. What are they?
Pimple? You've
A,
never
a pimple is typically like an abrasion under the skin, so it's like like fluid under the skin.
Ah, my skin's flawless. I'm not familiar.
You have porcelain-like skin.
Yeah, I had a zit today. Man.
This is a fun conversation.
I know.
Melissa was telling me that not cosmetologists, people that deal with skin.
Dermatologist.
Dermatologists, there you are. They say, they recommend that she was saying this, so I have no idea if it's true or not, that you wear sunscreen on inside because of the sun bouncing through your windows.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, is there nowhere safe?
What?
Like, dude, just live in a fucking box underground.
I thought you were gonna say something like about like popping pimples with like Q-tips or something like
Well,
that.
you know that they've also found that you consume a bunch of fucking bacteria and germs and shit from plastic bottles.
Probably.
So they,
Yeah.
delicious.
they suggest to not drink out of water bottles, but then also they're like, don't drink out of the tap, and it's like, can I have water? Like,
You gotta go to the source. It's like
no.
Oregon Trail. Go fill up the buckets of water.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
you got dysentery.
well, we get those like Brita filter.
Dude, I used to just, like-
pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're all like old enough to like. You just would go to the side of someone's house. If you were hanging out and you're like,
Yeah.
you're hanging out with your friends riding bikes, you just go into someone's backyard and just suck off the hose.
Yeah, it was not a big deal in
That's
the 90s.
not the way that I should have
The
said
water was
that.
better back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, do you remember like? Did y'all ever have like water balloon wars and shit?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
yeah.
It was fun. And
It was always
Terrible
fun, like
concept.
getting them that like the ones that like aren't full enough, so like you couldn't smack it and then just like hit them real hard and then bounce off.
I would always end up with like shitty balloons that would pop when you were trying to.
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to.
you're trying to like pull the fucking like opening around the spout, and you're like fucking.
Looking back as a child, I would turn the spigot on like full blast.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna fill this shit
it's
up.
0 to 100.
And
Yeah.
there was no hose. It was
Yeah.
just right off the lip. So like
The most annoying shit
the
was-
difference between the well of water and the fucking access point is like 2 inches.
Yeah. I also hated those fucking like, oh, you can put this on the fucking spigot and it'll make it easy for the balloon to slip around. It's like, no, it doesn't. Don't fucking. Like,
Oh yeah, the little thing you
cone
screw
thing.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
because
that
you
thing.
couldn't even screw the thing.
It just
on.
like, yeah, you get it like halfway on and then just spray you in the face the entire time. You're trying to put the fucking condom balloon over it.
What a terrible thing for the environment, really. Like, waste a bunch of fucking water, putting it in this rubber balloon that's gonna break up into little shards and just stay around.
ducks are
Nobody
gonna
cleans
eat like
Yeah, nobody fucking cleans
Kids
up
aren't
after a
gonna
water
clean
balloon
that
party.
shit up.
Hell no.
Well, that's what I think is so funny about these people that are talking about having the kids wear masks when school comes back.
They ain't gonna fucking.
It's like, dude, you could barely get kids to wear clothes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. If I were 15, fuck you. There's no way I'm gonna wear your mask.
Yeah. I mean,
I barely wore
it's
the dress code.
Yeah, it's either that or like kids are going to start like putting shit on their masks, like writing shit on their masks that are going to be like, all right, you can't have like a Corona extra label on your fucking mask.
Oh, I hadn't even considered that.
You know what I mean? So like, or like have like a middle finger, and then like when the teacher turns their back, they're like,
Check me out. Put it on
Yeah.
the gram.
yeah,
What a weird. That's an interesting thing about the generation. This
Yeah.
one coming up right now through high school is like.
yeah, it's something that we've never experienced.
Well, yeah, they got to grow up in like the internet age with memes.
Oh,
Whereas,
yeah.
like,
How
getting
great would that
into
have been, yeah.
That's like their childhood. That's everything
Damn.
they know.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird, like, because, you know, I was born in, like, 91, so, like, I remember not having a computer,
Yeah.
and then having a computer, and then being around, like, when the internet was, like, evolving. Like, I was growing up alongside it, so it was, like, it always been pretty, like, natural. Like, I remember being in, like, AIM chat rooms and, like, fucking with
yeah,
people and
man.
trolling shit, or, like, sending people to, like, Lemon Party or Big Girl or Tub Girl and shit like that, like, back when that was the viral shit. But
Dude, when
I don't imagine nowadays.
I think I was 13. I was 12 or 13 when I got a PC. My grandparents got me a PC, and I got like AOL Kids.
Back in 1908, when
Yeah,
my grandpapa
19
gave me a
It was probably how I
Dell
would have
PC.
been
Dude.
98.
dude.
97,
To
98.
get you your own? That's
Dude.
pretty nice, man.
Yeah, it was.
Dude.
What?
You're getting a tell, bro.
Yeah,
Tell, dude.
I know. Well, look. Hey, man, look. I'll be honest about, like, I didn't want a lot as a child, in terms of stuff. Part of that was because I was an only child. Anyway, I remember being on, like, it was AOL for kids only.
Right,
Like, the
right.
only way that I could
Club
get
Penguin.
online was
Yeah.
to get into, like, AOL Kids.
Yeah.
And then, then later came the AIM and the MySpace. Oh, MySpace.
God, remember MySpace? That was a wild time. It's still a thing.
I miss it, man.
Forcing people to listen to whatever song you want.
Yeah,
I feel like they kind of got a raw deal, man. It's
kinda. It's at least they didn't go the route of Friendster.
yeah.
It's
Whoa,
like
I forgot about that.
yeah. Although I do remember there was one. Okay, so when Rihanna came out with that one song, and it was like, might have been Nicki Minaj, like Anaconda or something. There was like a "Bitch Better Have My Money." That's the song. There's like an old school version of it from like the early '90s, and it
Yeah.
is so much better, and it's so much more vulgar because it's just this dude talking about selling cock, and she had that just blasting on her page the entire time. It was the best.
Yeah,
I went
did
to
you
an
have-
Aquabats concert with her.
Did you have songs on your MySpace
Yeah.
page?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But that was back during like the Atreyu days.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
That was so funny that that Facebook like only recently introduced that in the last few years, where they're like, people are like, check it out, you could have a song.
You
that
can have a
plays
song on your
when you go.
Facebook?
Yeah, you can now.
I don't use Facebook.
Yeah, I don't really
Or you
either.
just link to like YouTube or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But even still, just the concept of like, hey, MySpace did that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That was
And
one of
nobody
the
liked
cool
it then, and
things.
nobody likes it now.
It seems so like second nature now that we've gotten used to it over the years, but
Yeah.
it really was crazily revolutionary. Like,
Oh yeah, that's where I feel like a lot of people learned how to code for the first time.
oh
Just
yeah,
going in and tweaking the
oh
MySpace
yeah,
page,
that's
you know?
true because it was
So-
all HTML. Like you
Yeah.
had to.
You didn't really. At least I didn't. I didn't think it was code. It was just like I gotta do
Yeah, I
this.
just got to do this to make my
list my
profile look
friends.
great. Yeah.
yeah, follow the rules. And then these kids these days are born into that being the standard.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's responsible for fucking Vine. Like somebody was on MySpace was like, I know how to do this now.
Probably.
Ah.
Do y'all watch TikTok at all?
No, only if it's on Reddit.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's very weird.
I don't get it, and I feel bad because that's the first one where I'm like, I just don't get this.
Yeah.
Are they just like
They're
lip syncing?
They're just lip syncing and dancing to stuff.
There was something else before that. It was like Musically or Musify
Yeah,
or something like
Musically
that.
was the one, and then
they
it's
switched
Same-
the name.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the
I
same
just don't
company
get
that
it.
owns it.
Why'd they change names?
Because I don't know.
The kids.
They're from China.
the
It's a
youth.
Chinese company, by the way.
Oh, that's how they know how to send out the
Well, it's
where where to send the virus.
It's one of the reasons that I've like stopped that I don't watch it. It's like, remember when Facebook was like, "Hey, oldify yourself." I was like,
Oh yeah, like that one
No.
app where it was like they just like got everybody's like
Yeah.
facial recognition.
I'm like, no
Yeah.
thanks. And then it's like, then it turns out like, oh, that was actually
It was
a
actually
Russian,
connected to your
it was a
Equifax
Russian-
account, so now they
Yeah.
have your PIN number.
Yeah,
and-
but you post pictures of yourselves on Facebook and on Instagram. It doesn't
that's
really
true.
matter. You get a driver's license.
Yeah.
They have your picture. If they
Yeah.
want, that's like all these people. I put tape over my webcam so nobody can see me. Like,
Come on.
do you have a driver's license? Like,
Yeah.
If they want to know what you look like.
if they want to see me like slouched over watching anime with like Cheetos in my hand, like,
Yeah.
go for it, buddy.
That is a weird like paranoia that some people have about stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a self-importance thing. Like it's
I mean, like, well, when you live in an age of like self-importance where it's like all about me and what my followers and my content and my
Right.
like people get like that, especially like if you get a couple 100,000 followers on like Instagram or something, I'm sure you would be like, oh well, people like what I've got to offer, so got to be careful. And it's like, no, just don't fucking take dick pics and put them on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you got to do. Like,
it's
just
way
don't take nudes.
It's way easier to survive in a vacuum.
But if you are going to take nudes, nobigbanana@gmail.com. Hit us up.
yeah, but yeah, it's much easier to live in a vacuum now because you couldn't have done that shit.
Well, that was actually my argument with like Cody's not even here. I'm gonna say something political. Well, like Bernie Bros. It's like they're really loud, but it's a small group of the left that are just really loud, and they live in a vacuum. It's the same with like flat earthers, where they're like, no, yeah, their megaphone got bigger, but it doesn't mean like the actual number of people who believe that the Earth is flat is any more or less than it ever has been. It's just that they're really fucking loud now.
Some of those statistics are scary, dude.
But the flat Earth, or
Just stuff like people that don't believe the Holocaust happened. And
Oh,
like,
That
people that don't believe that
We've been to the
the
moon.
Earth is round. I'm
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't say round.
Conspiracy Edition Part 6 just went up, by the way, for everybody listening.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I would hope that anybody
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
listening to me has seen that. Most of my fans are spillover from, oh, and I met a dude at Five Guys yesterday.
Oh,
I saw somebody messaged. Yeah, I was like, that
Yeah.
was not me.
Yeah. Oh, it was super hella awkward because I haven't like.
This is
he working there?
2003. Super hella awkward.
Well, I
Like,
went to shake his hand.
Oh,
He
You did that
and
with Ben, too.
I know, and he met me with the fist, and I was like, shit. But yeah, he was a cool dude. But yeah, I don't like that. Do you think that
It's
we'll ever
strange.
shake hands again
yeah.
in society?
I think it's gonna get to the point where people get so used to not doing it that it's gonna be weird.
Dude, I'm
It's just like
convinced
I
that.
have to like put my hands in my pockets so I don't try and shake people's hands when you like meet them. Just
I
'cause I'm so
wonder
used to
if I wonder. Don't do that if you're in front of the police.
it.
Yeah.
They don't
Nice to
like
meet you,
that.
officer.
Nah, you got the right pigmentation for it.
The
Dark comedy joke.
I had the privilege of filming the Trump boat parade today.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible, man. It was so bad. I think they registered 1,200 boats, and they were all out in front of the stadium, and it was just like a bunch of dumb people.
Yeah.
They're not all dumb. They
No,
just,
no.
I don't know. It's just,
Well, okay. I don't think people were dumb for voting him in office the first time.
yeah,
right?
but moving forward,
Right, like throwing a Molotov cocktail into the process that you feel like abandoned you. I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that. And every once in a while, it is fun to just like see what the fuck happens. You know, like put some TNT in a Lego structure and see what happens to it. You know what I mean?
not to mention knowing what we know now, and even then about Hillary.
Yeah.
There's a pretty solid argument that
Oh, yeah.
you know he was an alternative. Knowing what we know now, however,
Yeah. Now you know that he's just the
you know,
worst.
in 2016, I can see.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. But like in 2020, like if you're still behind the guy, it's like, have you been paying attention?
Well, I think that if you're still behind him, you're either brainwashed or you're a troll.
You know, you know what I don't get, and I know I'm in the South, and so I know this is probably like a hot take, but like I don't get the Confederacy shit.
dude, it's
I don't
crazy
get it.
to
Like
me.
they lost.
It is crazy.
You know what I mean? Like they're losers.
Yeah, you're flying the flag. It's not even the full flag of the Confederacy. It was like
Right.
a battle flag from Mississippi, and then they just kind of took it over.
Yeah. So it's like you're not even using the right one, which
Yeah.
of course you're not. Of course you're not.
Right. Well, because
But-
that's not what it's about.
But it's
You
also
know what's-
like it's also antithetical to America. Like it's an like when you hear like someone naming like a place like Fort Bragg, it's like, you know, if we're naming structures after enemies, then is there going to be like a Fort Putin, like a Fort Kim?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because they fought against America. Like,
Yeah.
that was, at
Right.
the end of the day, like, you can't argue that. Like, that's just what it was. Like, the South will rise again. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's really not.
It's great. I don't know. I've had like family up north, like that have never lived in the South, and they still want the Confederate flag.
I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand the like, and I also don't understand why it's such a big deal that they want to change the name. Like, cool. That doesn't take away from anything that's happened at that fort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that it's also I think that it's not as important as people try to make it out to be. Historically, you know, Nirvana was around longer
yeah,
than the Confederacy.
for real.
I mean, the emo screamo era lasted longer than the Confederacy. So
Although you still have some diehards for those as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man. Every Nirvana, like I'm from Washington, every Nirvana song sounds the same.
oh, dude, how about this guy I saw on Facebook the other day said Bert Kreischer went to college longer
Yeah,
than
that's
the
actually
Confederacy.
from the Machine Story. He's like, I was in college longer than grunge music was
grunge
a
music
thing.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because you know they based Van Wilder off of him.
Did they really?
Of Burt Kreischer?
Yeah, and
didn't
his
know that.
exploits.
Doesn't
With Ryan
surprise
Reynolds?
me.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, they bought his story. It was kind of a silent thing.
Yeah.
They kind of just like, like he's never really publicly admitted it either, but like the hints of it and like his friends have said like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what happened.
I mean, he was at FSU for 7 years.
Yeah.
So like in the 90s. So like
figure.
he was, you know, they had done.
You could never make another Van Wilder right
No
now.
way.
It was the same with like Ace Ventura Pet. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. It's like the main villain of it is like a transgender woman.
Dude,
It's
like
you
any
can't have
movie in
that.
the 90s. The
Yeah,
90s
you
is
just
like a
can't do
weird
it.
point in time because it just got out of like the 80s. I don't know. It was just super strange and like they could say whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
coming off like our generationally coming off of a coke binge from
Yeah.
the 80s.
Right. Yeah.
Like, okay,
All kind
so,
of coming down. I'm like,
yeah, what's going on?
Just fucking.
We're putting our clothes backwards.
How about a fucking Pet Detective? I don't know. Fucking do it.
What if he's a guy and
They
What if
steal
he's
the
got
dolphins.
What if he's got like a fucking
mascot.
green mask and he's trying to
Yeah.
fuck that one girl?
you know Loki? What if he puts on the mask and becomes this crazy cartoon character? And Cameron Diaz, who was
What if they're like dog groomers? And they're like just fucking dog groomers, and that's it.
Yeah, and they're really dumb.
And they're just stupid. I got the title, just Dumb and Dumber.
Do you think if the guy like actually wearing the mask, acting like that in public, would get arrested or like sent to a mental institution?
Sent to a mental institution,
Yeah.
for sure. It's the same with like
Look at this
if somebody
fucking guy
came
over
down
here.
and was like, "I am the son of God," we'd be like, "Fucking block that guy out."
Oh, I know.
know what I mean?
Dude.
Like-
I've thought about that. The people say to me like, "Oh yeah, you think the Christ is coming back?" It's like he might have already come back.
I met someone who
And they
one day
just like silently got buried under a
Oh,
building
do you ever see?
somewhere.
Do you ever see American Horror Story Asylum? Yeah, he was the guy in the corner that was masturbating all the time. That's the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
I actually met somebody who was like straight up was like Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and I was like, nah, I don't know about that.
No.
The one that's prophesized in the Bible, there's this whole website dedicated to showing how that's happening. And it's super strange how well it coincides with what's written in the Bible about like what he's done as a person. It's real
That
weird.
is really like my one thing. Is like I don't understand why evangelicals are still behind him. Like he's like contrary to everything you believe in. Like sure, like abortion, yeah, that's an important topic, but like
Yeah, but dude, he took a picture in front of the church.
yeah.
He's
Holding
on-
the Bible like it's like a fucking trophy. Like, yeah, this Bible. Yeah.
Well, this is
Our
the
country
end.
is great.
This is where
You don't put this on in post? You
Nah,
don't hide over the
it's actually part of it. Yeah.
that's how I match it up.
Yeah, it's
That's
perfect.
my little
Yeah.
timer. It's fine.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Justin,
another.
do me a favor and just fuck that bell.
Okay, don't listen to whatever he says.
I always try to like talk over him and talk about fucking that bell.
we're gonna
You know
we're
what I
gonna
mean?
have
Like,
Justin
just
back
raw
on
dog.
Thursday as well.
Yeah, you could just Eiffel Tower the bell.
but
you could do a Justin
for now-
sandwich with the bell.
Follow us at No Big Banana on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
I've broken him like
And
twice.
send us an email
Just
at
easy.
nobigbanana@gmail.com. No, you're not going to throw me off.
Yeah.
Not this time. I'm not going to allow it to happen.
Okay.